Hey, what's up, world? What's up, YouTube? This is the inaugural episode of Jordan Sports Knowledge. Now, with this show, what we're going to do is you ask me questions about sports. I give you my opinion, blase, and we go on from there. Now, I'm always talking sports. Everybody's always asking me about sports. So I might as well debate it on the internet. Well, not debate it because I'm never wrong. I might as well give facts on the internet. Now, our first episode is going to be about is UFC racist. About 2 weeks ago, Floyd Mayweather said that the only reason that Ronda Rousey and the dude from Ireland is popular because they're white. And my opinion on that. Now, first off, before I give my opinion, let me just say this. I'm not saying the country doesn't have racism. I'm not saying racism is dead. Is everybody racist? No. Are most people in high power positions racist? Hey, I ain't gonna say it, but you know. But let's get back to it. Is Ronda Rousey and the dude from Ireland popular because they're white? No. It's one thing about UFC that I'll say this. There are no popular white fighters. There are no popular American-born white fighters. None of them can sell a fight. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about the new era of UFC, the mainstream era of UFC. I'm not talking about the Chuck Liddells, you know, the Shamrocks. I'm not talking about them. That was when UFC was a niche sport. That's when it was building. But right now, where it's at, where you can sell 1 million pay-per-view buys. Back then, it was only selling Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture only sold like 40,000 pay-per-view buys, and that was considered a hit back then. But right now, to sell 1 million buys, what white, American-born white UFC fighter can do that? None. If you think about it, for the past decade, all the most popular fighters have been either black from the South America, or if they was white, they was foreign white. They wasn't American-born white. Just for the past 3-4 years, before all his cocaine-fueled shenanigans, John Jones was the first face of the UFC. So you can't really say that just because they are the face now and they're white is racist. John Jones would still be the face of the UFC if he wouldn't have, did all the cocaine and did, what he did. And if you think about all the top pay-per-views. Now, wait, let me add this. I know y'all saying that Brock Lesnar's white. But Brock Lesnar wasn't popular because he was white. I don't include Brock Lesnar in that situation because Brock Lesnar was popular because Brock Lesnar was Brock Lesnar. I mean, it wasn't no other outside help going on to make him popular. It was because he was Brock Lesnar. That was it. That's why I don't count him when I say white popular fighters. Now say for the past decade, who you got? You got Silver, not white. You got John Jones, not white. He sells. Rashard Evans and Rampage sold 1 million. Black. You got who else? You got Ronda Rousey, a woman. You got the Irish dude from Ireland. I mean, all your popular fighters. George St. Pierre, a Canadian French guy. There are no American-born white popular UFC fighters. Matter of fact, Chris Weidman, the most American boy you can find. He goes the flag, the cowboy hat. He says, God bless America, all that. He knocked out Silver twice. And there is no way in hell he can sell a pay-per-view. Nobody cares about that guy. They only cared about Silver. Now, it's a couple of white guys that can give you that mid-range sell like 500, 400, 300, between 3 and 6. You a couple white guys that can do that. You got Matt Hughes and Matt Hughes. BJ Penn is from Hawaii. I wouldn't count him. I'm pretty sure there's other white guys than Matt Hughes that could sell. Randy Couture, he sold a couple, but it was with Brock Lesnar. So, I don't know about that. So, my point is that the UFC is not racist. The UFC is not building up white fighters, because there are none. There is no American-born great white. Oh, I'm not gonna say great white fighters. Sellable fighters. Ronda Rousey is because she's a woman. She's white, but it's because she's a woman, not just because she's white. So, Floyd, like I said before, yes, it is racism in this country. But if it was one sport that I would say doesn't promote racism, it would be UFC. And McGregor, calm down, man. Calm down for a second. You was fighting for 8 years and won one big fight. I'm not a Floyd fan, but Floyd was fighting for 20 years, won several fights. So, and before y'all start debating me about Floyd, I don't care. I'm not a Floyd fan. I despise the guy, but I can't take nothing away from what he done. So McGregor, before you start, telling Floyd, let's split it 80-20 and I'm bigger than you, blah, 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 blah. You sold maybe 2 million buys your whole career. Floyd sold 20 million. So let's slow down with that. So yeah, that was my opinion on is UFC racist. If you got any other things you want me to debate about, just shoot me an email and let me know. And that was the first episode of Jordan's Sport Knowledge.